Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions, and today we're back with Prince and Three-Eyed Girl, and they are doing the song Menstrual Cycle. Probably not my favorite title of a song ever, but super excited. I've not heard of this. It might be an unreleased track. I'm not exactly sure. It's definitely not on the one record that they did together, and that, of course, was Plectrum Electrum, and that was from 2014. So maybe this was something left over or something they were working on. So uh, I'm excited. I know there's going to be a lot of guitar playing. So anyway, with that said, thanks for watching. Here we go. Menstrual Cycle by Prince and Third Eye Girl. Yeah. This is definitely where Princess excels as far as this kind of two chord vamp or not a lot of kind of things to hinder like the guitar playing. And obviously, he's kind of, you can hear him. This may be a rehearsal, I'm not sure, but you hear him kind of switching from his distorted sound to his clean sound and some wah wah stuff. And it's pretty interesting for sure. I'm looking forward. It's 10 minutes long, so there's probably a lot of guitar playing in it. So. So that's like, so this is a blues, but that little kind of maybe a sharp nine chord there is what I talk about when I love surprises in Prince's music. So he takes a pretty basic chord progression and throws in a chord to kind of just kind of draw some interest in from the listener standpoint. So that was just it. Let's back it up just slightly and we can maybe hear it. Right there. this actually has a lot of cool little. There's two kind of cool harmonic kind of diversions from like the key a little bit, and it's not a sharp nine chord. I think it's just like an adjacent, like a major chord or something, and some other kind of turnaround that just happens. That it's really cool and really uniquely his as well, especially in this kind of playing. Nice. Hannah's drumming sounds great. It's nice to hear him kind of isolated like this. And there was obviously that kind of bass little solo by Ida, kind of leading into this more kind of spacey part with. It says here Prince plays keyboards doing kind of a Rhodes through like a tremolo pedal. Yeah, nice. It's always so grounding, and it just feels like going home every time you hear a guitar player kind of do that. It's like a trill off into a big E major chord, a chord you would play in, I guess, I don't know if you'd call it first position, but um, it's one of those chords you gravitate towards too on guitar, depending on what kind of music you play. For me, not so much for the longest time, but as I start writing different things, that kind of comes up more and more. So, anyway, kind of nice to hear that kind of resolution back to E major. there we have it. Prince and Third Eye Girl doing the song Menstrual Cycle, and that outro with Prince playing Rhodes. Well, it doesn't have to be a Rhodes, but it's the sound, that electric piano sound. Reminded me a little bit of George Duke on the intro to the Zappa song Eat That Question. An incredible song, an incredible tour de force for all the players, and super unique composition. But it kind of reminded me of that just ever so slightly. Some great guitar work on here in general. I think the whole band sounds great. What I would say is like hearing Prince's guitar sound live for me is essential. I think he got great guitar tones in the studio. This obviously by no means was a finished piece, and but fundamentally, the sounds are there. So there's not a whole lot you could probably do with that original stuff. It is what it is to some degree. You can EQ it, you can do lots of stuff, you can master it well, you can mix it differently, but it has a little bit of that. Um, I think what I'm trying to say is like him live, he just came, like he brought the guitar to the forefront, and it basically comes alive when he's doing it, when he's in front of an audience, is how I see it. And by no means is this a bad example of his guitar playing. It's great, and it's great to hear him doing it. But I also think this isn't something he would consider completed. And I'm sure any Prince fans know this for sure, and I'm just kind of spitballing, I guess, on what I think of it. But um, I'm trying to think. I've done so many live recordings of Prince now that I'm addicted to that sound, or I know that sound, uh, whether it's clean or distorted or whatever. I know that sound more than I remember the actual recorded version of his guitar stuff. Outside of kind of the clean funk work like on Kiss or something like that, that sound is in my memory forever. But I've gotten so accustomed to his lead guitar sound during like live shows that that's somewhat hard to create or recreate in the studio. It depends, but and again, this might be something they were just trying to flesh out as far as a song, like as a piece or to take it somewhere. Their songs were definitely more in this vein with his band Third Eye Girl. They definitely were a little more stripped down. This one had some great harmonic changes in it. I think super interesting. Kind of keeps you interested as a listener. Um, but what do you put vocals over it? I don't know. Would there have been something else? I know um, previous bands, he might have taken a piece like this. Although this isn't like his writing, this is later writing in my book for him, because the other ones had more pop sensibilities depending on the piece, where these are kind of these slow kind of blues things that I personally love a lot. Um, he's I've done probably a handful of pieces like this that are I would say kind of minor blues ballads, although this resolves on E major. It has that kind of dichotomy of like kind of happy sounding with some minor elements, and then that kind of, even though it's a major, the other components of the composition make it a little more melancholy or something. I don't know how to describe it really clearly, but that's how I see it. So anyway, glad they found this. This just came up a couple of days ago. I've got so many of Prince rehearsal stuff kind of jamming that I'm trying to work on. They're all pretty long though, so I'm hoping to have these out once a week again. And I appreciate you joining me, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.